Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, today I am sitting on the floor. I don't know why I didn't just think to get a pillow, honestly. I forgot my tripod stand and they're doing construction in the hotel that I'm in. I'm not sure why. They're so damn disrespectful. But I am currently in Paris and something happened that just all of a sudden reminded me of a story time that I said I was going to tell you guys, which I haven't put on any of my channels before, so that even makes it just extra exciting. I'm sorry, or I don't even know if I should apologize if I look tired. I've been traveling like all day, so sorry not sorry, but I just needed to get this video filmed because guys, your girl has just been stupid. I have been stupid before. So for those of you that don't know, I used to go to school in Nottingham. I used to go to university in Nottingham. So while I was in Nottingham, I had this like boyfriend. Let's just call him a boyfriend. And as you can see from the title, obviously I think he ended up being more of like a boy toy, or I ended up being like his sponsor or something like that. But let me just take you through this so that nobody else will be like me. I'm just stupid and think you're helping everybody. So there's this boy, let's call him August. So there's this guy named August that I started like dating or whatever. Funny enough, he was like, okay, I'm going to be brutally honest with you, he was like my second choice. The person I actually wanted to date happened to not be in Nottingham at the time, and this person was in Nottingham and we were friends and everything like that. And then we had this really childish relationship, the way like people always arguing, always acting like we don't like each other. Like that's a mature relationship. He just happened to meet me when I came out of like my longest ever relationship at that point in time, which was like 11 months, and he was just there. You know, like when you start dating somebody because they are there. In my heart of hearts, I don't think that there was any point in time, and I'm not just saying this because of what happened, but I don't think there was any point in time where I legitimately thought I was going to marry him. So that was the point in time when I was stupid enough to think that I could just date somebody for dating's sake. I'm sure you're just thinking right now, Beth, are you too? Yes. So I started talking to this guy, and he was Nigerian as well. August was Nigerian, and I had this like hero complex. Like I've always had it. I've started to like strong myself, but I still have it till now. Where like when I meet somebody and I hear their sob story, like it just makes me want to help them, even to my own detriment. And it might sound like, oh my god, such a noble cause, but honestly it's put you in trouble so many times. Because that, do you know, like there are so many red flags in this relationship, but like I just used to tell myself, guys, at some point in time, like nobody knew how old he was. We just all guessed his age, but like he would not tell us how old he was. I think he had like 2 different passports that had 2 different ages, and he was not like he, do you understand? But like I didn't used to think about it like that, because like he was like really popular, like he knew all the cool kids, like we all had like a group. I'm sure like some of my friends that are watching this right now are just like, Kai, Annabelle, why you do this? But honestly, like I just have to. So as the relationship went along, like he would tell me about like his family problems and stuff like that. And me, like innocent young girl just coming out of secondary school more or less, I wouldn't say I had like a perfect family. Obviously my father has passed away and my mom was there, but like there was never a point in time, at least when I was like aware, that we were going through any hardship and stuff like that. So things like that used to bring me down to hear it, and like I just felt like, oh my god, like how can this happen? Not knowing, obviously if I knew what I know now, that like it happens to all of us and like it's something that a lot of people pass through, I probably would not have carried it on my head as much. I would have still felt sympathetic. But man, guys, so he used to always tell me about his family and stuff like that, and like how like they didn't send him money and stuff like that. And initially like it started off as like maybe we would go somewhere to buy like food or something, not like in a restaurant or anything like that, but like we'll go to like Tesco or something to buy food. and like I'll be buying something for myself, and then I'll be like, oh, do you want this as well? Because when I first came to Nottingham, my first year I was like balling, you know, like I had all the money when the economy was doing all of us right. I'm sure you will remember. This was like 2012. It's like 2011, 2012. So when the economy was still popping for a lot of us, you understand? So I would like pay for his stuff and stuff like that. Before I knew it, things started graduating, and it was still me. It's not like it didn't get to the point. Like initially, it wasn't like he was asking me for anything. So like maybe we would want to go somewhere, we want to go clubbing or something, and maybe he would be like, oh, he doesn't have money, something like that, and I would volunteer. I don't know at what point in time that it now reached a situation where he now actually started asking me, because he just like started depending on me to provide. It was like we're married and then I was the one with the job, up to the point that like sometimes I would not even have money for myself and I would be giving this nigga money. It's not like I was gaining anything from the relationship. It's not like I even liked him like that. I just don't understand if this boy put a spell, but like I'm not gonna say I'm a sucker for a sob story. So we broke up, obviously. We even broke up before like my first year was over, or maybe beginning of my second year or something like that. We shall broke up, but we still used to see each other around and stuff like that. I think he continued doing his masters, which for me should have been another red flag, because so you can afford to do your masters, you can afford to finish your undergrad and do your masters, but you are still collecting money from me, and you know you don't have money. But then again, some people just have, like, some people's parents just send them money for the educational part, you know. Guys, this guy would go to casinos and stuff and gamble, and I just used to think, oh, maybe he's just like really stressed and everything like that. I didn't even like him like that, because I was giving him money. Oh Jesus, oh God. When I think back to the amount of money that I spent on that guy, it's so funny to say it now, spent on him. I'm pretty sure I spent almost 500, which if you add interest today would probably be let's say 800 or 900 pounds. Yeah, about that, if not more. In fact, I think it might have been more than that. It might be more than that. So after we broke up and everything, he started doing his masters. So we didn't really see each other as often, but we basically still used to live in the same area. I can't even remember if we still used to live in the same area. But then he now started avoiding me, right? And initially, like, I didn't even think much of it, to be honest. Like, I wasn't even going to ask him for anything. Like, he would always tell me, oh my gosh, like, I really appreciate this, like, I can't wait to be able to pay you back, yada 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 yada. I was just like, cool. So I never said anything to him, really. Like, we just stopped talking in general. And then at some point, one of my friends was like, Annabelle, you know, he said something wrong with you. Like, are you not gonna collect your money? I was just like, nah, like, August is still like struggling and everything like that. She's like, nah, I saw him buying a Gucci belt that day. I was just like, okay, cool. Still took me a year. I didn't say anything to him. When he was now about to like leave the country to go back to Africa, I was not like, guy, like, this is like almost 2 years now. You said you're going to start paying me back and everything like that. Do you know that this guy was airing my calls? He was avoiding messaging me. Like, maybe I would call him like every other day or something like that. And at this point, like, I was going through a lot at this point. This was right before I came back to Nigeria. So I was going through a lot and I wasn't really communicating with my mother. So I actually needed money because, like, I didn't want to ask her for money. So I was like, okay, maybe this is the time that I should be serious about collecting it. That's a mistake that I made, because you should collect money well before you need it. That's just the truth. That's just the truth. But at that point in time, I was like, you know, nah. Like, I've always been that person. I don't want to, like, just go to people. I don't like talking to people about money. I hate it. Like, let me know in the comments below if you can relate. I hate talking to people about money. So I started asking him for it now. He was like, oh yeah, he'll pay me back, yada yada yada. After a while, things started getting kind of hostile. Like, I would ask him and I'd be like, oh yeah, this, you told me the end of this week has ended. He's like, ordinary this. I'm just like, oh, when you were, guys, there was one trip that all of us went for. Like, we're like a group. We went for this trip together, and obviously I was dating him and he was part of my friends and everything like that. At that point in time, he didn't have money and everything, and he was like, oh, he doesn't think he can go, yada yada yada. I felt like now that I think about it, it was probably guilt tripping me into paying for him, but I didn't think about it like that. Guys, I paid for his holiday basically. Like, we didn't travel anywhere, but still I paid his part for the holiday that we went for. And I'm pretty sure none of our friends that were there even knew that I was the one that was sponsoring his trips, sponsoring his private trips. Flash forward, I got back to Nigeria, still chasing this money. Do you know that after a while, he now told me, oh, he has sent me some money. Guys, I checked my account. Do you know how much this guy sent me? Out of, at that point in time, like 450 to 500 pounds. This nigga sent me 50 pounds. And then started airing my messages again. I was like, cool. I didn't say anything to him. Honestly, at that point in time, I'm not going to lie, sometimes it still pains me. Like, sometimes when I'm broke, I'm just thinking to myself, damn, like, and there's a nigga out there, like, enjoying life with my money. So I just kind of forgot about it. But what reminded me is that I was talking to one of my best friends, Tobore, who you guys will probably see in a video pretty soon. I was talking to her, and talking to her reminded me of her birthday. And this guy had the audacity. He came to Tobore's house. This is now like maybe 2 years. I think it's 2 years ago. Just randomly in Lagos. So I was in Tobore's house. I was sleeping over. In fact, I came to Lagos because it was her birthday. Only for this guy to just walk in the door, feeling like I'm looking like a big pot. Yeah, looking like a correct guy. I was just like, He now came up to me and everything and was really for me, long time, yada yada yada, like everything was cool. Guys, I almost had a brain aneurysm. Like, I was just thinking to myself, so you're out here flexing, going for people's birthday parties and things like that. You have not paid me my money. You've not even tried to contact me. So you're in contact with one of my best friends. If you really wanted to reach me to say, oh, I'm sorry, I'm owing you this, yada yada yada, I'm sorry I haven't paid. There was never a point in time that this guy apologized to me. He just used to make excuses. When I saw him that day, I was just like, wow. You know, that night when I was leaving Tobore's house, I was going somewhere with Moses and Ralph in their car. As we were walking out towards their car, I saw him, another one, and two of his friends outside. Apparently his car had broken down. Now, Moses, being the amazing person that he is, he now said, let's help them kickstart their car. I just said, Moses, if you try this with me this early night, you're gonna live here without me. You're not gonna help anybody, especially somebody that's owing your girlfriend monies. Okay? So he was like, let's just. I was like, guy, if I open my eyes, drive this car. That's how we drove past them. And I turned and I looked at them sitting. I almost sounded like Bobrisky, man. I looked at them sitting on their car, trying to figure out what to do. Open the car, close the car, and just turned my face, flipped my hair, and kept on walking. But yes, guys, I still haven't gotten the money back. I basically removed my mind from getting the money. I mean, it would be a pleasant surprise if I did, but I can't be holding on to that money, because expecting him and having that confidence in him that he was going to pay me back really puts me in a lot of trouble. You know, when you spend money expecting that you're going to get money back and then you don't get that money back, yeah, that's basically what my life was like at that point in time. So yes, so basically I was like his sugar mama, I was like his sponsor, like really tugging at my heartstrings and stuff like that. But it's a lesson in life. After that, I don't think there has ever been a point in time that I've given somebody like a large sum of money or paid for it, like for a guy, be you dating, be you situationship or anything like that. Like, only if it's like a back and forth thing. But at that point in time, I don't think he ever bought me anything. Like, I don't remember him ever buying me anything. because I just used to feel like, you know, the queen. Blessed are the generals, you know. Oh my god, guys, like I actually can't. It's just a message for everybody that is going into the new world of university where you're free and everything like that. Don't let anybody, be you guy, be you girl. Don't be the fool. Don't feel like you can save anybody or everybody. All you owe anybody is your prayers. That's just the truth. And the most that you can do things for other people, but don't let it get to the point where it's so detrimental to you. Because honestly, like, it's funny now, but at that point in time, it wasn't funny, because for me, like, I live in a bubble majority of the time, so I didn't expect, you know, you hear these stories about people collecting money from people and never giving them back, but you don't expect that, it's just like, yeah, that happens to them, like, yeah, it happens to people, but anyway, that is the story time that I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you want more story times. I'm actually considering doing a whole story time week, so let me know. But until then, you are sugar, you are spice, and girl, you are that bomb ass jollof rice. Bye guys.